what's amazing about Pope Benedict XVI is that he was a master of so many fields. Master of theological disciplines, master of historical disciplines, master of scriptural disciplines, master of liturgical disciplines, master of secular, political discourse traditions and communication theory. He was impressive. But the liturgy, one of the things we most remember right now for him. Who knows how long it will last? Because other things will not surpass it, but actually be joined to it. I hope that it'll be made Doctor of the Church at some point. For his contribution in all these ways and his distinctiveness of biblical exegesis. But the liturgy stuff, the pride of place of the tradition, the liturgy of the saints, and some of his documents. I mean, Summorum Pontificum was just a beautiful document. We're gonna not do. We need not talk much about it, but there is something of a high watermark in Catholic liturgy at the moment in that document from some perspectives by some people.
Yeah, and I would add to your list of places where Pope Benedict had just unbelievable levels of excellence, statecraft, because he was a master statesman. So after he died, I was interviewing Marianne Glendon, the former U.S. ambassador to the Holy See, and as she was reflecting on Pope Benedict the 16th's approach to the Petrine ministry, she said his greatest contribution to the world stage was his speeches. Mm-hmm. And she pointed in particular to the address he gave at the Reichstag, returning to Germany, addressing so many tumultuous aspects of the modern era, the Great Wars, understanding well Germany's history, pointing to the current immigration crisis in the West, and she pointed to Pope Benedict as a master who was going to help lead us in our discovery of a response as a church to some of these pressing questions.
Yeah, and also the Regensburg address was huge. Here's another aspect from him is he just batted hard, like he swung for the fences in each time. So that's a no holds bar against, Islamic obedient potency and all of this, the incredible absolute power doctrine of it's the defense of the reason and the will. But then also Domine Jesus. I mean, that document that said, from the CDF, Jesus is at the center. He's the only savior, and we don't care if this is countercultural or what have you. Those kind of documents, those are just rich, home run kind of hit things when everyone's saying just maybe bunt, just get us.
Jesus, that was the last declaration we had before Fiducia Supplicans in the church. So
it's just a different kind of, and it's not to judge between the two, not to say which one's better, which one's more powerful. It's just to say they're different documents, but Domine is fantastic. We need not, but those are just epic making events. I mean, and the more you talk about them, you think, my gosh, it's just the legacy of this guy in all levels. To his students, he'd always gather his doctoral students together once a year and have kind of seminars and such. So the educational aspect of it, also to priests, his love of priests and the gifts he's given us through different letters and different things. To the church, in terms of these magisterial documents and the protecting the church and the CDF, to the world, explaining what it means to be Catholic, really Catholic, and not making, concessions and things, but being robustly Catholic. All of these areas, just spectacular. To Protestants reaching out and working with them, to Anglicans and to disaffected people reaching out, working for them. I mean, the Anglican Ordinariate came under him. So, massive reach.
Father Jacob Bertrand.
Father Gregory.
A Dominican, a Franciscan, and a Jesuit walk into a bar. One of them asks the audience to subscribe. That's not a joke. Any ways you can improve upon it?
Just don't tell jokes.
Right. This is not a joke. Please subscribe. Cheers.